Okay, Miss Late Meal, you have brought this case before the court. Tell us what's going on today. Well, Your Honor, I'm here to put an end to this back and forth with Miss Early Meal here. She keeps saying that eating early somehow magically fixes all people's sleep issues, and people are getting confused. And honestly, she needs to stop. Oh, why do you think that is? How's she wrong? Your Honor, we're living in the 21st century, okay? The world doesn't go to sleep at sunset. People have late shifts, they study late, they catch up with family and friends. Eating late isn't a sin, it's what keeps people going. So why shame people? Why act like grabbing dinner at 9 p.m. is some kind of a crime? So basically, late dinners are part of modern life and something most people accept. Yes, ma'am. I see. Miss Early Meal, let's hear your defense. Your Honor, I'm not here to shame people for being busy. I actually agree with Miss Late Meal. We all work late, study late, spend time with friends and family. But the problem is that the human biology hasn't caught up with this modern life. Humans still have the same needs, and they need to eat early. If they eat too close to bedtime, their bodies will be digesting the food rather than resting and recovery. That means lighter sleep, more tossing and turning, and waking up tired. Eating just a bit earlier keeps the body clock in sync with nature. So the students, workers, everyone in the society will sleep deeper, wake fresher, feel healthier. It's not rejecting modern life. It's about making small choices to have a healthier life. That actually sounds convincing, but where's the proof? Do you have any evidence for your claims? Of course, Your Honor. Researchers at the University of Sydney found that leaving at least 3.5 hours time interval between dinner and bedtime actually improves sleep efficiency. And when people eat before 7 p.m., their body clock lines up better with its natural rhythm, which means they fall asleep earlier and get a more restorative sleep. I see. Okay, how about you, Miss Late Meal? Do you have any evidence for your claims? Evidence? Just look around you, Your Honor. Everyone eats late. Look at yourself. Haven't you ever gotten home a little late and grabbed dinner at 9 or 10? Did the world end? No. Even if you ended up having poor sleep for a few nights, you moved on. You're running this courtroom just fine right now. Your Honor, may I please? No, Miss Early Meal, allow me to reply. Okay, Miss Late Meal, you actually asked me some thrilling questions there. Now I want you to answer a few questions for me. Is that all right? Sure. So, assuming you're a typical person, what happens to you tomorrow if you drink poison today? I'll probably die. And what happens to you tomorrow if you don't get a good sleep tonight? Like I said, nothing. I may be a bit sleepy the next day, but that's it. I can move on. And what happens 10 years later if night after night your sleep is disrupted and mistimed? Yeah, that's about the right reaction, Miss Late Meal. Let me tell you what happens. So one night of poor sleep, probably nothing. You can move on. But if night after night and year after year you neglect your mealtime and sleep, what happens is that it starts to wear you down. You get run down, you get sick, life feels harder. You probably won't be able to work as well as before, and you won't even enjoy your time with your family and friends. And it wouldn't be just you. The whole modern society feels the same way. Just because a bad habit doesn't hurt you right away doesn't mean you can neglect it or you can hide behind convenience. Miss Early Meal actually has a point here, and she backed her claims by research. All you keep bringing up is excuses and comfort. So this court rules in favor of Miss Early Meal here. Meal timing matters not only for individual health, but for our society and for the future. Case dismissed. Thank you, Your Honor.